for stopping the videos. But anyway, I think I was standing too on top of it, not far enough away. Let's see how this works. I am where I'm supposed to go. I'm supposed to go down the hole. I've got the 2 keys I need. Found one on the desk and I found one upstairs on the cultist. So, let's see how this goes. Because I want to get through the first part before I actually stop, but anyway. I gotta get back to playing Carmen Sandiego and Gizmos and Gadgets. Now that I can talk and all that crap again. I had oral surgery. I had my toromandibularis removed, and I wasn't actually that swollen or bothered, but for the first few days after I couldn't talk well because I had where I'd had the breathing tube. I just didn't feel like playing. The antibiotics I was on was like, oh, they made me tired and cold feeling all the time, and they smelled like this vitamin medicine I used to have to keep rid of when she had a sweater or a chin. I took my whole course except for 3. I did take all my Toradol, which I had for pain relief, which was not, because they're an anti-inflammatory, they're not even much of anything. Yeah, that really looks like a cock. Okay, let's go down the fucking, thing in the library. I was expecting to see something else. There we go. I don't know what
Shit,
it is.
that did not sound good.
No, it does not. I don't know if it's because I was standing on top of it, but how is the fuck is going down that way? Yeah, this does not sound good. Oh,
Well, that's just swell.
Yep. Yeah, shit's going down.
He's dead. The beam must have fallen and crushed his skull. This tunnel is not safe at all. I'd better watch my step.
Christ, the steam didn't hurt me like a bloodline poach does. This does not look good at all.
Medical charts on the human anatomy. This sink would be used for scrubbing up. Dead bodies, and plenty of them. Something dreadful has been going on down here. From the markings, he must have been one of their own. I wonder if he volunteered.
Shit's going down. Shit's going down.
Seems like these cabinets are used for storing chemicals and medical equipment.
They look like sharp safety containers. Yeah, creepy. Creepy. Probably gonna cut scenes soon. Where am I supposed to go to that?
Good God! What the hell is all this? I've never seen such equipment before. Who could have made such a machine? His internal organs have been removed and spread across the room. This insane contraption looks like it's keeping him alive. He must be in terrible pain. How could anyone have done this to him? Surely he couldn't have volunteered for this torture. What the hell am I dealing with? What the hell am I dealing with?
I was gonna say, Walter's your...
Looks like his kidneys. They're moving around in all that liquid. This pipe must drain the waste from his intestines. Looks like his brain. I wonder what those wires are for. Looks like his stomach. The contraption above seems to be controlling his breathing. His beating heart. I've never seen equipment like this before. Oh, shit! I'm not touching it again. At least he's out of his misery. The crystal's still warm.
I probably could have done it too. Or else I couldn't have been able to touch it because this was going on. We do not want to go in this room, but we will go in this room.
This tunnel feels like it's gonna collapse at any moment.
Still, say, jumping out the window, climbing down the roof, going down the guttering would be the better option. Fuck you.
Ah! It's too hot to pick up. It's too hot to touch. I think it's being used as a power source for the machine.
The machine. Like, I voted it off, and this is gonna get really fucked up soon. She says, as we've seen before.
It looks like something's been removed from it.
What do we have? We have our inventory.
It's too hot to touch. I think it's being used as a power source for the machine.
Can't go that way. I thought that could. I'd have to go around that with control, but there's one.
It's too hot to touch. I think it's being used as a power source for the machine.
Why did you do that, Jack? This doesn't look like something you really should be doing. Why didn't you just do my suggestion? Out the window.
It's been more than 6 years since I entered that strange house in Boston. But to me, it was just 5 months ago. Amnesia, the doctors called it. Probably brought on by acute mental stress. remember investigating the far side of the library. There was screaming. According to the police report, they had searched the house for hours, only to find me later collapsed on the floor. When my eyes opened and I spoke, my colleagues recoiled in fear. There was something unnatural in my voice and blank gaze. They committed me to Arkham Asylum, where I was diagnosed with severe schizophrenia. As it became clear that I presented no danger to either myself or others, I was released from the asylum's care. I have learned little of my activities in the 6 years that followed. The accounts I've been able to piece together show much of my time was spent in travel and study. I maintain a fanatical infatuation with the occult, delving deep into volumes concerning witch cults and dark legends, often in languages unfamiliar to my own. When I reawakened 5 months ago, exactly 6 years after entering that house in Boston, no trace was left of what had been a secondary personality. I was myself again, or at least what I believed myself to be. Return to normal life has been a painful process. In recent days, my dreams have been plagued by cosmic landscapes, and I've become fearful of my own reflection. I am beginning to remember things from that day, more than 6 years past, that I've told no one else.
That's why I started on this section.
Jack Walters.
Hello, Mr. Walters. My name's Arthur Anderson. I need your help finding a missing person.
That doesn't sound like a fake name at all.
I don't take that kind of job.
Did you get my package?
Hold on.
It's like, yeah. Phone calls about packages in the middle of the night.
What exactly do you want from me, Mr. Anderson?
Reminds me of Joe Diamond starting out.
It's one of my store managers, you see. Brian's his name. Ryan Burnham. Nice lad. He
That doesn't
disappeared
sound like a fake
recently from
name,
the First
either.
National Grocery Store in Innsmouth.
Innsmouth? Never heard of it.
It's a small fishing town on the coast, not far from Arkham. I'd like to see you in person before you leave.
Hold on there a minute. I didn't agree to take this what the hell? I'll be here all day anyway.
Young Rogue. This game actually takes place not that long ago, like in a month twice. I liked, Innsmouth is the expansion for Arkham Horror that I want. Because the FBI, man. Loading, loading, loading.
Driver, how far to the stop?
Almost there. I'll drop you at the town square of Innsmouth.
Why lock the gates?
Keeps out wanderers looking for work. We don't want those folks like that interfering with our affairs.
Is the bus from Arkham always this empty?
Aye, and we prefers it that way. Not many countries,
But what about trade? Surely the port needs business.
Innsmouth has the means to look after her own.
Great if it wasn't blocked that detail where so many turns past the FBI.
This is it, stranger. End of the line.
Also, like, if you just, like, take too long, then the sudden game over. Because the FBI. And roll one, crap, I can't remember his name. It's a shitty-ass boss, too. I forgot.
Could you direct me to the First National grocery store? I hear they have a shop in town.
I don't know nothing about that.
Oh, well, you see, I'm looking for a young lad called Brian Burnham. I'm a friend of the family. He worked in the store.
Don't know who you're talking about, fella.
The First National's a large chain. You sure you haven't seen it?
I'm sure. Stop bothering me with questions.
What else?
The next stop is Newburyport.
For some reason my strap... Oh, he pushed me, okay. Come here. Let's talk.
I'm looking for Brian
Just
Burnham.
leave me be, stranger.
Why is they're not calling you a hick? Outsider with that accent here in New England. Why is it X? Variety store. That guy looks promising.
That way's blocked by a police line.
Yeah, we want to talk to him. Apparently we can't. Can I jump over that?
Excuse me, Constable. Jack Walters.
Robes. Alien robes. What do you want?
Could you help out a stranger to this fine port?
Are you being funny?
No, not at all. I'm after directions to the First National. I hear they have a store in town.
Innsmouth don't take too kindly to them from out of town. Get lost, stranger.
Why didn't you come during, like... Okay, then.
I'm looking for Brian Burnham.
Can't help you.
Do you know the Burnham lad? He worked in the First National.
Can't rightly say I know him.
This town's deserted. Where is everybody?
If you don't like it, just turn around and leave.
Can I?
I'm looking for Brian
I
Burnham.
can't be seen talking to you.
Yeah. I think I can leave.
It won't budge. This statue commemorates the men who fought in the Revolutionary War. Where is everybody? It's very quiet.
It's getting late, outsider. Folks know what's good for them are safely bolted in their homes by now.
I'm looking for Brian Burnham.
You're in the wrong place, asking the wrong questions, outsider.
This town needs, like, some orthopedic support vendors and stop smoking so much.
It won't open.
Man, this place is open. Let's go. That doesn't sound good. Maybe we won't go in there. Yeah, now we start hearing this one.
It won't open.
Probably gonna have to go that way. We'll go in here. I think it said in, I'm not sure. Yeah, Gilman Hotel. Go in here, boom, boom, boom.
Nothing of interest.
Oh, there's a save thing.
A dusty assortment of old books.
Guess I want to overwrite. I still don't think it looks like an eye.
It won't budge.
Yeah, there's no doorknob. This place does not look promising either. We'll see. He looks like a decrepit version
Evening.
of my character model.
Aye.
The name's Jack Walters. I'm just visiting.
You don't say, sir. Gilman. Charlie Gilman. I run this here hotel of an evening.
You got any rooms?
I'd not rightly know that for sure. All habits cleaning rooms at present. Them's from out of town can leave a horrid mess.
Hello again.
Yeah?
I'm after directions to the First National Grocery Store.
And I'm busy. So stop your pestering me with questions.
Hello, Gilman.
What do you want now?
Strange thing about that Burnham lad.
Burnham. Kent rightly says I know what you're talking about.
That's odd. It was all over the Arkham Press. Must have been a bit of a local scandal.
Them's matters for the police, stranger. Innsmouth's not a town for rumoring and talking.
How's business?
Can't you see I'm busy? Stop bothering me with your talking.
Sorry.
Aye, I'm plenty sure you are.
He's not gonna be any help, and only a crazy fool would spend the night. He's not gonna be any help, and only a crazy fool would spend the night.
There's a key.
He's not gonna be any help, and only a crazy fool would spend the night.
I don't care if he likes it or not.
Nothing of interest here.
Okay.
It's locked. It won't open. It won't open.
Can't jump off. Can't be like Ezio. Yeah, I bought a capture card, which I'm going to use to record proper Bloodbath Beyond.
Stop your snooping. And there's for hotel staff only.
I guess I'm gonna be forced to go in the alley where it's like, oh, enemies might be after you. Save. I'm not going for A rank. I'm just going to. Just check my game statistics. Anyway.
The sign says, Innsmouth Poorhouse, in memory of Lady Warnes. It won't open. Do you know the Burnham lad? He worked in the First National.
I can't be seen talking to you.
It won't budge. I'm looking for Brian Burke.
Jeff Riley says I know him.
Evening, Constable.
Constantly, I'm busy. No time for fucking strangers.
I'm Detective Jack Walters. I've been hired by the regional manager of the First National.
And I'm Constable Burke, and I'm the law around these parts, and I'm still not talking to you. Now get lost.
I'd get more juice out of a stiff. It won't budge.
I think this is where I was supposed to go. How do I actually, Let's see. We're not going to go good. I've got a feeling.
Ah, you can't come down there.
They're so slow at crouching, man.
The police clearly don't want me snooping around. I need to be more careful.
Found the First National. Wait till he goes back, then we'll make a run for it.
The delivery truck with the Innsmouth courier. Can't see anything of use. The door's bolted shut.
We can't go that way. At least we got a save point. That was one thing. We've learned he walks.
It won't open.
This might be the way that it came. I think it came down this far. Oh, itchy. Take our chance. We got a save though.
It's unlocked. These shelves look light enough to push.
There, it's in front of the door. Anything behind it?
Assorted paperwork, but nothing of any real interest. Nope, nothing important here.
Apparently that was something I was supposed to grab, but...
Nope, nothing of interest. The till's empty.
Apparently...
It's not important.
It says tool, though.
Nothing of interest. It won't budge.
Thing is, even if after I stop moving, the my steps still keep going,
It won't budge.
so it's like, Nope. Man, they took a lot.
Looks like the door was forced open, and there's scratch marks on the wood. There's a bottle of bootleg rum and a wooden handle. An empty safe. The drawer is empty. A typewriter. Invoices and receipts. Nothing of interest. Nothing of interest here. A typewriter. Invoices and receipts. Nothing of interest.
I could open the door. It's a chair.
I already cleaned it out. Stock reminders and general notices. Nothing of interest. Stock reminders and general notices. Nothing of interest. The store appears to have been doing quite well under Brian. A Store of the Year poster. It seems Brian had a lot of pride in the store.
That doesn't sound good. Sounds like... Damn
What
it.
they doing snooping around here? Get out! And what have you got there? Trying to take evidence from the scene? Hand them over.
That alley leads around the back of the First National.
I know what I'm gonna do instead of, I think it's probably time to...
The door's bolted shut.
Time to, when you find that, hopefully. Because I wasted a lot of time going back there to save.
Who's there?
It's unlocked.
What you doing snooping around here? Get out!
So he can't go down that far. And I alerted him to. Ah. Fuck.
I told you already. Stop your snooping around.
I'll try one more time. If not, we'll save that till next time. I want to solve this case, and then we'll see where the fuck things go. I'm gonna do exactly what I did when I first came in.
Can't see anything of use. The door's bolted shut. It won't open. It's unlocked. Assorted paperwork, but nothing of any real interest.
We'll get that on the way out. Didn't identify about the scratches this time.
Looks like the door was forced open, and there's scratch marks on the wood. Stock reminders and general notices. A typewriter. Invoices and receipts. There's a bottle of bootleg rum and a wooden hand. The store appears to have been doing quite well under Brian.
Lovely. As long as it saves. I don't want to do that again.
Whoever's down there, you can rock.
Good thing that medical box is there and that other one's over there.
Assorted foodstuffs. Nothing useful. Nothing of interest. I can feel the air through holes in the brickwork here. The ladders and stairs have collapsed. I'll never get back up.
Kind of like the Nurse Joy and like Officer Jenny. If it's you know, AA hired BB for manager. So, you can move them around. It's really weird how that's set up. Anyway.
It looks like a diary. It's gotta have some clues.
I did read it, you know. I already read it. I read it. There's some flowers, some light leaf note. There is a ladder, you know. It's a foodstuff ladder. I could, like, pick it up and we could be out of here.
Nope, nothing important here. The storage area is clutter-free and well-organized. Assorted foodstuffs. Nothing useful.
It's gonna be a pain in the ass. Oh, I wasn't expecting that.
The cellar's filled with human remains.
Is that what,
These people must have died a long time ago.
Get the fuck out of here. The next save point's gonna be the end of this.
There are some issues of the Innsmouth Courier lying here, and they're dated 1846.
That's a really weird break.
Various chemicals and apparatus for developing photographs. Old photos of Innsmouth. Most of them have faded beyond recognition.
No, it says 18. But there wouldn't be a red light. It was that old.
Old photos of Innsmouth. Most of them have faded beyond recognition.
Guess I can probably drink that.
Nope, nothing of interest.
This does not sound good.
The old printing press appears to have been sabotaged. Nope, nothing of interest. General notices. They're all dated 1846. General notices. They're all dated 1846. It won't open. I don't suppose the fire helped it much either. The old printing press appears to have been sabotaged. Holy shit! It's not important. From the stench in here, this noose broad must have kicked it a few months back.
You like this as much as I do, Mr. Jack.
Nothing of interest.
I think I was supposed to find that too.
Hello, Jack.
Do I know you?
Lucas Mackey. Sorry to startle you. Innsmouth doesn't get a lot of visitors. New names spread fast. What are you doing in town, Jack? Hear about the missing Burnham boy?
Not bad. I'm a private detective. My client's a friend of the Burnhams.
Seen the latest press from Arkham? Your boy's been quite busy.
What about you, Mackie? You're obviously not a local. What's your business in town?
True enough, Jack. Nothing too exciting, I'm sorry to say. I'm a government factory inspector.
I had to think about that
They
for a
posted me in this rotten hole to check over the old Marsh refinery. Speaking of which, I've got an appointment with the manager, Jacob Marsh.
moment. Got very shitty
Okay,
eyes.
maybe I'll catch you later. That's the first friendly face I've seen in this damn town. But I've been in this business long enough to know he's hiding something.
We're saving that devil. I do not want to. It's not. I just don't want to go sneaking.
It's the development room for the Innsmouth Courier. It's the development
Wonder if you
room
could
for
see
the
that from the
Innsmouth
beginning.
Courier. It won't budge.
All we can do is. If I get caught, I got that.
You'd better keep your trap shut.
I won't tell him anything.
This town's deserted. Where is everybody?
I reckon you might have
This town's
scared him
deserted.
off with that
Where is
ugly
everybody?
face of yours.
Stop pestering me, stranger.
Where is everybody? It's very quiet.
Just leave me be,
These are the
stranger.
offices of a local newspaper, the Innsmouth Courier. I'm looking for Brian Burnham.
Stop pestering me, stranger.
Do you know the Burnham lad? He worked in the First National.
Can't help you.
Outsiders coming, snooping around when they ain't wanted.
I'm looking for a young lad called Brian Burnham. He worked in the First National. I'm a friend of the family.
I ain't heard of the Burnham lad.
Right.
I don't hear him saying a lot. Because I'm not going for A rank. Go ask him about Jacob Murray.
He's not going to be any help, and only a crazy fool would spend the night. He's not going to be any help, and only a crazy fool would spend the night. It won't open.
I thought it, when I got to the thing, I thought it was going to be coming to there behind
It's locked.
the desk.
It won't open. It won't open.
Yeah, I can see why they added the cheat for the
It's the First National grocery store. These posters are everywhere. Miracle cures. More like some con trying to make a fast buck. It won't budge. It won't open.
maybe I wasn't supposed to see that.
The window looks into some old passageway. Evening. The name's Jack Walters. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss...
Miss will do for now. Welcome to Innsmouth, Mr. Walters.
Thanks, I think.
Take my advice. Do what you must and then leave. Tonight. This port does not cater well to visitors.
While I appreciate your concern, miss, I can handle lousy hospitality.
Very well, Mr. Walters.
Hello again.
Mr. Walters.
Look, miss, I only want a conversation. There's no harm in that, right?
There's plenty of harm. It's not wise to be seen gossiping with outsiders.
How about playing dumb for a few minutes?
No.
Can you at least tell me if you knew the Burnham lad? He worked in the First National.
Look here, Mr. Walters. I can't answer your questions, and your harassment is putting us both in danger. Please, leave me alone.
In danger? From whom?
The order. Now go.
It won't budge.
refinery.
Hello, Mackie.
Jack, swell to see you again. Any leads on the Burnham case?
Nope. Did you know the lad at all?
Just pleasantries. Seemed a nice enough fella, if a little rough around the edges. Strange business, though. I'd never have fingered him as a crook. The First National was a well-run store. A rare thing here in Innsmouth.
Okay, Mackie. Thanks.
Goodbye, Jack. Be careful what you're doing. Very careful. Innsmouth's a dangerous place. Not everyone who visits here ends up leaving by the old bus route.
This Mackie character knows plenty, but I don't think grilling him for scraps of information is gonna crack this case. An old truck. It's likely owned by the Marsh refinery.
Yeah.
It won't open. What do you know about the break-in at the variety store?
Only what was in the press. You should speak to Thomas Waite. He owns the joint.
Where's the store?
It's just on the main square, but it's probably shut now. You should try him at home.
Where's his place?
I think the Waite's house is over
Goes
on
to
Dock
Dane.
Street, near the back of the poorhouse.
Thanks.
Though I warn you, Innsmouth's driven old Waite's a bit crazy. He doesn't talk a lot of sense.
That's my sort of fella. He sounds just perfect. It won't budge.
Yeah, every card won't detect beads of Dane.
Oh, God. Some poor soul's hung herself.
I think I'm gonna get these.
A storage cellar for one of the stores. She isn't going to tell me anything useful right now. I'm looking for Brian
Camp Riley says I know him.
You do. Tempest Photos, the brand you trust.
A device that pumps highly compressed air.
That sounds useful.
The station appears to be closed. The station appears to be closed. It won't budge.
Yeah, I don't get why it's X tomatoes instead. It's messing me up.
It won't open.
I want to go down that way anyway before it's creepy.
I'm looking for Brian
Sorry, stranger. I can't help you.
Save.
It won't budge.
And then we go back behind the poorhouse. I think I went the wrong way. No, I was going the right way.
This town's deserted. Where is everybody?
It's getting late, outsider. Folks as know what's good for 'em are safely bolted in their homes by now.
I don't care. I'm saving so much. I'm a very prudent person according to Revolver Ocelot. Or, Psycho Mantis. I'm thinking of Ocelot a lot. And I just finished Metal Gear Solid 3. Okay. We've seen the sun. It's a variety store. guessing, him and his dame, which is probably Mr. Waite's, wife,
It won't budge.
went,
These
broke into the
posters are
variety store.
everywhere.
And then some shit went
locked.
down at the, First National.
It's a variety store, and it's closed. I wonder why they cordoned it off. What happened here, Constable?
Nothing.
Oh, swell. You can let me pass then?
No. You'll have to go another way.
Down the slope.
It's locked. It's locked. It must lead to the back of the variety store. That way's blocked by a police line. It won't open. It won't open. The sign says, Innsmouth Poorhouse, in memory of Lady Warnes. It won't budge. It won't budge.
Let's try return.
It won't open. It appears to be shut down. The alley has been cordoned off by the police. It won't budge. It's a variety store, and it's closed. It won't budge.
Fog's thick tonight. Damp enough to put out a fella's smokes.
I don't know.
Looks as if it's been shut down for quite some time. won't budge. It won't open. It won't budge. It's just a trash can. Nothing of interest.
Something's coming. Ain't seen fog like this since...
Anyway, I give up. That's the end of this.